All right, we need to talk about what just happened, because nobody expected Beyoncé to ever look shaken. Not like this. Not publicly, not emotionally exposed. She's built an empire on control, on silence, on letting the music speak while the rumors burn themselves out. But this time it hit different. The internet exploded after Rymir Carter dropped what he called proof. Not just another vague accusation, not just another interview hinting at secrets. He flat out claimed that Blue Ivy, yes, Blue Ivy, is actually Kathy White's daughter. And according to him, this wasn't gossip. He said it was confirmed. Now pause for a second. Let that sink in. We're talking about Beyoncé's firstborn, the child she revealed to the world on the VMAs stage, the baby she cradled in documentaries, the little girl who grew up in front of cameras, winning Grammys before she hit double digits. And now someone is saying she's not even Beyoncé's biological child. What nobody expected was Beyoncé's reaction, because for the first time in years, she didn't stay silent. And that's where this story gets heavy. To understand why this moment feels so explosive, you have to go back, way back, before the billion-dollar tours, before Lemonade, before the twins, back to when Beyoncé and Jay-Z were still building what looked like a royal dynasty. Beyoncé wasn't just a singer, she was the blueprint. From Destiny's Child to her solo career, she crafted perfection. Every performance was polished, every interview measured. Even her love story with Jay-Z felt curated, private but powerful, untouchable. When she announced her pregnancy with Blue Ivy in 2011, it was iconic. She stood on that VMA stage, glowing, smiling, rubbing her belly like she was holding the future in her hands. The world cheered. It felt like a fairy tale. But here's the thing about fairy tales. People love to find cracks in them. Within weeks, conspiracy theories started swirling. That infamous clip of her sitting down on an Australian talk show, the dress folding in a way people swore looked fake. Blogs zoomed in, slow-motion videos went viral. Suddenly, strangers were analyzing fabric like forensic experts. She's wearing a prosthetic bump. She used a surrogate. She's hiding something. At first, it sounded ridiculous, but the rumors didn't die. They just grew. Then there was Kathy White. Kathy wasn't some random name from the internet. She was a publicist, connected, educated, in the same industry circles as Jay-Z and Beyoncé. Photos showed her at events, smiling beside major celebrities, and whispers started suggesting she and Jay-Z were more than just acquaintances. The rumor? That she had an affair with him. And then, just as the gossip picked up steam, Kathy died suddenly at 28. A brain aneurysm, they said. Tragic, unexpected, and to conspiracy-minded fans, suspicious timing. From there, the theories spiraled. Some claimed Kathy was planning to speak out. Others said she had secrets, a hidden child, a connection that would shock the industry. Most people brushed it off as internet fantasy, until Rymir brought it back. Now, let's be clear. Rymir Carter has been in headlines before. He spent years trying to legally establish Jay-Z as his father. Courts dismissed filings, Jay-Z's team stayed quiet, but Rymir never stopped pushing. And this time, he didn't just talk about himself. He brought Blue Ivy into it. According to Rymir, he uncovered documents and testimony linking Kathy White to Blue Ivy's birth. He claimed timelines didn't match public statements. He suggested private agreements were made to protect reputations. And then came the bombshell. He said Blue Ivy is Kathy's biological daughter. The internet went nuclear. Social media detectives went into overdrive. Old photos resurfaced, interviews were dissected, even Beyoncé's past lyrics were pulled apart like coded confessions. But here's the twist no one saw coming. Instead of ignoring it, Beyoncé reportedly broke down. Sources close to her say the accusation wasn't just another rumor, it struck something deep, not because it was true, but because it targeted her child. Think about it. You can question her marriage, you can question her business moves, you can even question her art, but coming for her motherhood, that's different. For years, Beyoncé protected Blue Ivy from the noise. She kept her close, limited interviews, controlled appearances. When Blue performed on stage during the Renaissance tour, Beyoncé watched her with visible pride, not as a superstar, but as a mother. And now the narrative was being rewritten without her permission. What nobody expected was how emotional this became behind closed doors. Reports say Beyoncé felt blindsided, not by the rumor itself, but by how fast it spread. Within hours, major blogs were running headlines, reaction videos flooded YouTube, comment sections turned vicious. Some people believed it instantly. Others defended her fiercely. But the damage? It was already happening. Because even if something isn't true, repetition makes it feel real. Jay-Z, as usual, stayed composed publicly, but insiders say tensions rose privately. Old wounds reopened. Kathy's name resurfacing after all these years brought back memories neither of them wanted to revisit. And Blue Ivy? She's old enough now to read, to understand, to see headlines with her own name in them. That's what reportedly broke Beyoncé. Imagine being a mother watching your child become the center of a global conspiracy. A child who didn't ask for fame, who didn't ask to be dissected by strangers. Beyoncé has faced cheating rumors, industry backlash, even political criticism. But this felt personal. Friends say she cried. Not in front of cameras, not on stage, but in private, over the thought of Blue questioning her identity, over the fear of playground whispers turning into public humiliation. But here's where the story takes another turn. Instead of lashing out, Beyoncé started planning. Because if there's one thing we know about her, it's this: she doesn't react emotionally in public. She responds strategically. There's talk of legal action, of defamation suits, of demanding proof for these claims. Quiet but firm steps being taken behind the scenes. And then there's the possibility everyone is whispering about, a tell-all response. Not an interview, not a press conference, but music. Because that's how she speaks. People are already speculating that her next project will address this directly, that she'll turn the pain into power the way she did with Lemonade, that she'll reclaim the narrative once again. But no matter how strong she appears, this moment exposed something raw. It reminded the world that behind the brand, behind the flawless performances, there's a woman, a mother, a human being who can be hurt. And the emotional weight doesn't stop with Beyoncé. This situation reopened every old rumor about Jay-Z, every whisper about affairs, every unresolved question about Kathy's death. The past refuses to stay buried when new accusations keep digging it up. Family dynamics reportedly shifted. Trust conversations happened. Protective walls went up even higher. But through it all, one thing stayed clear. Beyoncé's love for Blue Ivy has never looked staged. From home videos to award speeches, that connection feels real. And maybe that's why this rumor hits so hard, because it challenges something deeply sacred: motherhood. At the end of the day, we're watching more than celebrity gossip unfold. We're watching how power, privacy, and public obsession collide. Rymir may believe he's exposing truth. Beyoncé may see it as an attack. The internet may treat it like entertainment. But somewhere in the middle of all that noise is a young girl growing up under a microscope. And maybe that's the part that should make us pause. Because fame doesn't cancel feelings, and headlines don't erase humanity. The question now isn't just whether these claims hold weight, it's how far this battle will go. Will Beyoncé stay silent? Will she fight publicly? Will the courts get involved? Or will she do what she's always done, rise above it and let time bury the rumor? One thing is certain, this isn't just another trending topic. It's a moment that tested one of the most controlled public figures in modern history. And for the first time in a long time, we saw the cracks, not in her image, but in her heart. What happens next could change everything.